There are few tropes in storytelling that I love and hate more than time travel. It's endlessly fascinating from a sci-fi perspective, and can be done right from a storytelling perspective, but the trope has been overused and been forced to become cliche. It's a cop-out for large franchises to bring back fan-favorite characters, or for plot armor, or simply used because of its seemingly endless possibilities. Now it's mostly just kind of boring. In this video, I'm going to change that. First, I want to say that I'm not an expert in storytelling or science or sci-fi. I'm just a nerd. But I do think it would be really cool to explore time travel from angles we haven't explored it from yet. We saw in 2014 and 2015 two movies that were very science-forward, Interstellar and The Martian respectively. They showed two very different perspectives of space travel. The Martian was very grounded in the science it showed. Guy stranded on planet near Earth, no relativity or time travel or anything like that. Just good old-fashioned dude isolated fertilizing potatoes with his friend's poop. Interstellar, on the other hand, was entirely about relativity. Everything they did had relativistic effects. On Miller's planet, a single hour is 7 years on Earth. Newton would have just asked where the apple trees were. The entire movie was about how relativistic effects of space travel can tear apart love. But it's also about how love can endure nonetheless, how relativity can even be a conduit of love.
How, Cooper?
Love, Tars, love. It's just like Gran said. My connection with Murph, it is quantifiable. It's the key.
I would explain the Tesseract scene in this video and absolutely geek out, but it would probably take too long. My point with bringing up these two movies is that they're both very science-forward. They both used science as a tool to tell very human stories. One about loneliness and perseverance, and the other, once again, perseverance and love and grief. These are very common themes to be portrayed in movies. Sci-fi has always been a conduit of humanity's obsession with feeling uniquely human feelings. All storytelling serves that purpose. But what I would do with a time travel story is be even more science-forward. Not necessarily with the mechanisms of the time travel, but the repercussions of it. I would likely choose the single timeline model of time travel, where if you go back in time, you're going back to your past, not an alternate version of your past or whatever. Endgame was confusing. Anyway, our main character would go back in time for selfish reasons, because, he's human. And the story would be him going through this experience without a care in the world, doing whatever demonstrably reckless thing he's doing, and then the first time he encounters a paradox, it's over. I don't mean like we get a black screen or the book just ends. I mean we experience the end of the universe from the perspective of the character. We experience his terror as he watches reality crumble around him, or experience the lack thereof of terror since he's part of the reality that's crumbling. Yes, it's dark. It follows a trend in storytelling that I've been trying to break. The nihilistic story ending, where nothing in the story ever mattered since everyone ends up dead by the end. Lost did the same thing. I actually wrote a story with a similar ending to this a few years ago. I can make a video about that too if you'd like. At the end of the day, what media you enjoy is entirely personal. You don't have to enjoy the popular shit everyone else enjoys. You don't have to like what's conventional or popular or mainstream. You can enjoy dark shit like the shit I write. I guess what I'm saying is that the dark shit doesn't get much attention and thus doesn't get made or written or meaningfully read. So just the idea of writing a time travel story with an ending similar to Infinity Wars, except it's not a cliffhanger and our hero just loses, is pretty appealing to me. Time travel is just an extrapolation of what we love about traditional storytelling. It explores the human condition, what it means to be human, what it means to love and be oneself, whether that be someone who's selfish and altruistic, or selfish and narcissistic. Everyone wants to see someone in a book or on the big screen who's just like them, or someone they want to be. Time travel just takes this and puts it in an exciting and interesting new frame. The idea of having control over the one thing none of us can control, the ticking of the clock. The flowing of the stream, the aging of your body, the closer you are to your end. Wouldn't it be great to be able to change that? Too bad chances are you'll just end everything. Thanks for watching.